Like a small blue ice package with like the stones, one of the white stones.
What's going on, guys? This is Nathan the Scrub Academy welcoming you to another live duel here on the channel. Today we're hanging out here at Hobby Town for today's feature match between Adventure P.U.N.K and Agents. We have Ben taking out Ishmael here, and we're going to see how this plays out. Looks like Ben won the dash roll here and chose to go first, and we're going to see how this goes. I believe this is the first time Ishmael is actually on camera, so hopefully he has a fun time here. We know that Ben is a repeat person here on the channel. Alright, looks like Ben's going to start off here with a Fateful Adventure. Now there's two different effects to this. He can add a monster that has the adventure token in it, as well as being able to activate the, add the Draco back as the equip spell. So I believe he just activated it here. He didn't actually activate the effect to add anything. Alright, looks like he's going to activate the emergency teleport here. That will special summon a psychic from deck. Kind of the go-to play here when it comes to the P.U.N.K engine that'll get it all going. So it looks like he is going to summon out the YuGiOh. Okay, looks like he's going to be activating the Faithful Adventure here. So it looks like that's going to add the equip because one is summoned. So because the YuGiOh was summoned.
And this is pay 6 to add a function.
Wait, can I negate that?
You can when I activate. I activate.
But this is chain link 2?
This is just the only thing activated right now.
Let's see what's happening here.
Okay,
So right now the only thing going on is I'm adding a equip spell.
okay, but when that's special summoned, I will...
Okay, so it looks like he's actually activating. So on the summon of the YuGiOh, he's going to activate the effect of the Ghost Mourner in hand. So when a monster is special summoned, I believe the effect is, you can discard the Ghost Mourner to negate its effects for the rest of the turn. And if that monster were to leave the field, the owner of that monster, aka Ben here, he would take the damage of the original attack of that monster. So Fateful Adventure is going to activate here, adding the Drake back to hand. He's going to activate the Fateful Adventure to add the monster, but he is going to get Ash Blossom there. So he's got the Mourner and the Ash Blossom in hand. So let's see if he can play around that. So YuGiOh is negated. We have Ash and the Mourner. No adding. He does have the Draco back though. So we'll have to see what he can do next. We're going to see a normal summon of Sangan. So Sangan is actually getting a lot of popularity now because you can just normal summon that and then link it right off, which I'm guessing is what's going to happen here. He's just going to link it off right into the Almirage there. So Sangan's effect is going to activate because it was sent to the graveyard. It has to be from field to grave, so we have to remember that. There is no discarding the Sangan. Alright, so that's going to add the Arborea to hand. And then we're going to special summon that Arborea. Okay. We're going to link off the Arborea and that Almirage. That's going to go into the Hawk. Now, Hawk's effect on summon. Should have saved that Ash right there, maybe. Who knows? No, actually, no, because we would have gotten... Actually, no, right up Enemy Zero was never activated, so we never had that token. So he would have just added... We probably would have added the Enchantress, then discarded that, and then banished. So you could have Ash that instead. So no matter what, Hawk is going through here. Even if you had saved that Ash off of the Fateful Adventure added. So let's see what he's going to be specialing off that Hawk play there. I know that last match with Ben, he went straight for the Hulk/Dag to play. We're going to see if he goes for that same play here, that same play line. Ishmael is playing Agents. They don't... I'm trying to think of how often they go into their extra deck. I think it kind of depends on what he has in his hand. Play line there. He could go into like an Earth, summon, add, and then banish with Hyperion and go that route, and then not even worry about going into the extra deck. If he had gone first, he'd go for like a Christia play. So we summon that Jet Synchron off of the Hulk. And then he's going to link off into the Dagda there. He is going to take 600 because of the Mourner. So Mourner's going to make it so Ben will take the original attack of the YuGiOh that was sent to the grave just now. Just going to set one and say pass, okay? So now we're gonna have to see what he has in his hand and what kind of play he goes here. Because we already can see the Hulk and the Dagda on the field. Okay, so he's gonna see a normal summon of the Venus.
Chain Dagda.
So we're gonna see a activation of the Hulk on summon of the Venus, and then chaining the Dagda. So Dagda will set the Scythe. Dagda will set the Scythe, and then Hulk will tribute to summon out the. I'm guessing it's gonna be the Wonder Magician to pop that Scythe. That way he can't gain anything off of those Mystic Shine Balls that are gonna be special summoned. So we'll have to see if that is the play he wants to go to. I'm not sure what else he has in his hand.
Destroy. Yeah, destroy the Titan.
We'll have to see.
And then Super Summon. Wonder Magician set.
I can't use the extra deck?
So he is linking off right away with the Wonder Magician and the Scythe, going into that Barone. So now he has a negate and he can't use the extra deck, so that is unfortunate there. We're gonna have to see if he can play through this. So he is gonna pay 500 here down to 75 to summon a Mystic Shine Ball. Oh, so the activation of the Venus will actually trigger off the Spirit Legolas effect to special, and then it'll banish one face up. So that will at least draw out the Barone, I'm guessing, or else you can just banish the Barone right away and attack over the Dagda, and then he doesn't have anything minus the set. He needs to have a. He needs to have like a Hyperion in hand or something, so he can just banish the Venus, bring out the Hyperion, and then pop the Barone. So he'll change the Venus to defense mode. Okay, so yeah, Barone is gonna negate. Barone is gonna negate the Spirit Loegith effect to banish the Barone. So that'll be destroyed. So he's going to activate the effect of Venus again, bringing him down to 7,000 to bring out another Shine Ball, but he can't go into the extra deck, so there's nothing that he can do there. So he's going to have a Master Hyperion or something that he can go into. I'm trying to see what else he has in his hand, but he's not showing it off just that much. We'll have to see what he can go into here.
Yeah, that's enough.
So he's not going back into the deck and activating again, so it makes me think he has it in his hand.
Go ahead.
I believe you can still special it from hand though,
Alright, drop a turn.
but we'll have to see. Okay, so he is just passing turn there, so the negation of the Barone plus the Scythe was just enough to make it so he couldn't really do much there. Alrighty, let's see what he does here. He can just attack over all those Shine Balls or the Venus. We'll have to see if he wants to take advantage here. Alright, so he's going to activate that Faithful Adventure. That will add a monster that is going to add a Water Enchantress because it does have Adventure Token in the name. Then he'll have to discard a card, so he just discards that Water Enchantress right away. Then he can banish that Enchantress to add the right Mirror. It's a pretty good combo line right there, being able to get right to that token. And he already has the Draco back in hand, we have to remember that as well. Alright, so there's the activation of the right to Mirror. That'll give himself a token. Then he'll equip that Draco back there.
Effective Draco back.
So Draco back's gonna send one back. Let's see which one he's choosing. A Shine Ball. So he had to send a Shine Ball back.
Effective Barone to destroy.
So Barone will pop the Venus, leaving him with just the one Shine Ball. He's really cleared that board out. We're gonna see a normal summon of the Red Rose.
Can I read this?
With nothing set and only 2 cards in hand, which I think that's a Shine Ball in his hand, so I'm not sure why he didn't special summon that one as well. He could have paid an extra 5 to special summon that. So Riser is going to be summoned. He's going to be synchro summoning that Riser. Effect of Riser, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 will be the Red Rose, so the Red Rose will special summon that Rock Rose. And then the Riser will send the Snow. And then Rock's Rose effect will activate to add that Basil Roshan. Just that line just keeps going. Makes me wonder if he's just gonna push for a game right here, right away. You're gonna have to do math. If he had paid that 5 down to 65 and he had one more shine ball, that would have been 4 monsters he had to push through.
Are you trying to see if you get game?
The most he could have done currently is 51, plus the snow he has in his hand. That's 61, 69, 50. He'd be at 65, so no matter what, even if he did pay the 65 into that other one, it wouldn't have done anything. He definitely needed to have like a Herald of Orange Light or some other kind of effect negation there, but he didn't end on anything just because the scythe kind of ruined it all for him. Unfortunately, nothing he could really go about that.
I think that's
Well, I'm gonna double check.
yeah, I'm double checking to see 21.
Looks like they're also gonna have to do math here.
Let's do it.
It's game by 2. It's 82.
Game
So
2.
attack and then attack for 82.
Alrighty, looks like that is gonna be game 1 in Ben's favor. We're gonna go ahead and get things sided up, and then we will see exactly what happens in game 2. That is gonna be allow Ishmael to go first instead of second. So hopefully he can get something going on his side of the field. Maybe even get like an Arthur Christie or something. Let's go ahead, we'll get sided up, we'll jump into game 2. Alright, looks like we're all sided up and ready to go into game 2. And I believe that Ishmael is going to go ahead and choose to go first here. We'll have to see what he can do. I'm hoping he can at least end on an Arthur or Christie or something along those lines, to at least force out some sort of negate. But we will have to wait and see what he has in his hand. I see, I think a Shine Ball there, a Hyperion. I can't see what the... So he's going to set one card face down in the back row. He's just going to T-set and hope that that's enough. And I am sorry, but after seeing what Ben was able to do game 1, I don't think it's going to be enough unless he has like a Herald of Orange Light plus that Mystical Shine Ball or something to discard. So unfortunately, I do think this is going to be a very quick game. So if you did enjoy as we go through all of this, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to check out Ben's other live duel, as well as his deck profile. I will put those up in the cards so you can check those out. And you can see how the deck plays against other decks, as well as just seeing how it is built. Let's go ahead and see exactly what's going to happen. I'm guessing Ben is going to do some kind of fun stuff here, but I don't know what that back row is. It could be something interesting, so you might want to get rid of that first. He is going to go ahead and do that. He did have the evenly as well, so he could have done something even if he did set it up. So Twin Twister is going to go ahead and destroy that, and that kind of leaves the entire field wide open. We're going to see an activation of that Fateful Adventure. It is going to add a monster that has Adventure token in the name. I'm guessing it's just going to be right into that Enchantress again. Enchantress again, then he'll have to discard a card, discarding the Enchantress, and then banishing it to add the Rite of Aramesir. Unfortunate that he didn't have the Rite of Aramesir already, because then he could have just added the Griffin instead. But that's okay. So we'll activate that right there, get himself a token, and then he will be able to add that Equip Draco back. And that will probably just send that set card. I believe it can target set cards as well, or set monsters. And that'll just send it right back to his hand. He definitely needed some kind of effect negation from Ishmael here to be able to hold its own against what Ben's deck is going to be doing. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I don't believe... don't quote me here, but I believe, unless I'm mistaken... So, oh, he already had that Griffin Rider in hand. Okay, so that's why he didn't add that. That's why he didn't add that. He could already have that in hand. I don't believe you can activate any effects of normal summon monsters this turn. So, for now on... Okay, normal summoning the Xiamen. He can't activate the Xiamen's effect, I don't believe. Because of the Fateful Adventure. It's either the Fateful Adventure or the Rite of Aramesir. One of those two has the effect where you cannot activate effects of normal summon monsters the turn that you activate those effects. So we're gonna have to see exactly what he can do here. He does still have that Draco back in hand, plus one other card, I believe. Alright, looks like we're going to see a Synchro Summon here.
Baron Spec to destroy a monster.
Barone is going to pop that Mystical Shine Ball. The fact that he only had that in his hand is unfortunate. So that's going to be 3,000, 2,000, so that's 5,000 right there. If he attacks through, unless he has something else he can do. Foolish Burial, so that will dump one to the grave. We're going to see what monster he dumps here. That could affect a lot. He does have a Hyperion in his hand, so if we can get to an agent here, that might help. You will have to drop the Negate of the Barone, though. I can't see what the other two cards in Ishmael's hand is, though. We'll have to see what he's going to send, though. He's going to send Snow. Now, I don't believe he actually has enough cards to banish right now. So that's just kind of a preemptive thing, I think. In Places Field gets cleared off later on.
Battle phase.
We're going to see an enter of the battle phase here. Attack for that 3,000 off the Barone, and then 2,000 off the token. That's 5,000 total, bringing Ishmael down to 3,000. And then the activation of that Draco back in the main phase too. We're going to see what he can do here, if anything at all.
That's game.
Alrighty, and that is going to be game right there, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed. It was a quick one. Like I said, I will link the other match as well for Ben, as well as his deck profile. But if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. As always, this is Nate from the Scrub Academy, signing out for now. Peace out!